VRChat 2017 versus VRChat 2025 is exactly the same game socially. Okay, and you have to hear me out on this. So, in 2019 when I started, this game was a chaotic mess. It was after the Knuckles. Okay, it was after the Great Knuckles invasion I joined. And the game in 2019 was a fucking disaster zone. You went into any public lobbies, Knuckles, Kermit the Frogs, racist, active white nationalist groups, and some others, like, just awful people, mixed in with kids, meme lords, crashers, horrific amounts of crashers, and just people talking shit to each other on the daily. And I was like a couple of those things, just not the racist ones. Okay, and all I knew about VRChat from me joining it was in 2019 was, this is that game with the Knuckles in it. Let's go fuck with some people and talk shit, right? And that was VRChat, right? I talked to Lone about what he got up to in VRChat in 2017, and he was like, yeah, people were memeing everywhere, like, people were like showing off all these models and stuff, everything was chaos, people were drunk all the time, everybody knew everybody, but it was just like menace, like everyone was a menace. Yeah, now I'm a fanboy. Anyway, versus 2025 VRChat, right? In 2025 VRChat, you go into a public lobby, what do you find? Kids. Kids who are doing racist stuff, kids who are memeing on each other, people using chaotic avatars that are spamming particles everywhere, and just people just being genuinely menaces to each other while flirting. And the only difference between now and then is everyone who has been here since the start of the game, which was like 10 years ago or whatever, when it was in the beta, versus now, are all grown up and they're sick of that shit. And all they want is chill lobbies to get drunk and hang out with their friends. And you've got all these kids who are playing the game, and young adults who are playing the game, who are just in it to meme, fuck around, and find people to hang out with because they don't have a social circle yet. And then they'll eventually grow up and they'll become the new VRChat elderly people. And like, a lot of people will just bitch that VRChat's changed. VRChat's only changed because you got older. And you have different sensibilities now, and you don't stand for shit that you used to stand for. And you work super hard, and you don't want to do anything when you come on here. You just want to lie around. And that's totally fine. That's totally fine. But the kids want to go fucking have fun and do meme shit and stuff. And some of the younger adults want to do that too. Just let them do it. They'll grow up and they'll grow out of it. But that is definitely like a common theme between people in VRChat, is everyone... I get annoyed with the kids. Like, if I see there's too many kids in the lobby, I just leave. But they are almost all Android users and Questies. All you do is go to a fishing world and stay there for a while. That's kind of chill. That sounds like a good time. I like to explore maps and be a dickhead to people. And, you know, pretend to be a cute mute and be like, oh my goodness, do you like me moving my booty? That's amazing. Oh, by the way, boop, I'm a guy. Yippee! But no one cares about that anymore. Everyone's just like, oh, that's even better. And I'm like, oh shit, I need to bail from this lobby.